Daily Hour with me, everybody. Here we are on TV. One day at a time, every day. This is the title of the show. Today is Friday the 25th. You guys having a good time? Next week, on December 2nd? Nothing? Oh, it's first quarter, whatever that means. First quarter, something to do with the moons and stuff. So today we're going to wait for Logan. He's going to be on the show. He's going to take a little bit to show up, though. What happens here on the program, turn on the machine, start talking, talk for 1 hour. You guys can call this number and leave messages and stuff. So we got one of those messages. Let's listen to it.
Hey, this is Dan. It's Thanksgiving. And
Thanksgiving's over, Dan.
I'm thankful for flush toilets. Really. Think about that. Flush toilets. You know, you press a button and it goes away. That's, you know, something that people don't think about. You should be grateful for that. You know? Could be outhouses. Now that would suck. So, like I said, I'm grateful for flush toilets. And I recommend that they be more acknowledged and appreciated. Well, today at least. Okay.
Bye, Dan. That was Dan. He wants flush toilets. Well, here, let's get right to it. Call Freddie, the producer. See how he's doing today. Ooh, it's after. Yeah, Black Friday. It's Black Friday. You guys have seen any Black Friday stuff? If anybody wants shopping.
Hey, that's me.
Hey, Freddie, how you doing?
Pretty good, how are you?
Just fine. Hey, what's going on with you?
Well, I'm back from Thanksgiving. I'm at my house. I'm kind of cleaning up my basement. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You go to your families?
Oh, I saw my dad today, but I'm actually going to the beach tomorrow to visit my family. They're all going down to Long Beach. So.
Did you see any stores? Did you drive by any stores by chance to see Black Friday stuff?
I actually only saw downtown Olympia, and it looks pretty busy, but no one crazy. Some of my friends went to some Black Friday stuff, but I didn't hear about it. I guess my dad did too, really. So, but no, I didn't really see any stores. I didn't really want to be out in the rush. It's just it's too much. It's a hassle, I think.
Yeah, downtown Olympia was doing Black Friday too.
What's that?
Downtown Olympia was doing Black Friday.
Oh, I bet they're having sales. I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Well, that's good. Hey, how's that production end going?
It's good. It's good. I'm got the Thanksgiving episode updated onto YouTube now, and that was a good one. I actually made it back in time to watch the last half of that. It was a very festive piece, so that was good. Yep. Production end is going great.
Okay, I want to put a new background tape. We got some new commercials.
Oh,
some stuff.
Dude, I have terrible news actually.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just found out about this not like 5 or 10 minutes ago, but apparently John Horseman is dead.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What happened?
He apparently had a heart attack.
Oh man.
So. Yeah, just like a couple of days ago.
Oh man. Well, let's go. I want to go to his funeral or something.
Yeah, I know. They're talking about setting up a memorial at PCTV also.
Yeah. Wow. Did they found him in his home or something?
Yeah. All I have is a message from Dan who said that someone sent him a Facebook message that said John Horseman passed away a couple of days ago, and his sister is taking care of his cat. It was a heart attack. There are no memorial plans yet, as far as I know. I'll convey any news regarding this later that I hear.
Wow. Well, yeah, John Horseman, he's a TCTV fellow show guy, and he had a show. He did a show every week for years and years.
Yeah.
And I watched him on TV a lot, and he had a pretty tragic life, and he's dead now. That's sad. I want to go to his funeral, but we'll talk about this on the show, but that's pretty crazy. So for you viewers, maybe we should do a mental health hour retrospective episode on TCTV and air it when he was supposed to air his show.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's had such a long. He's been at TCTV since it was at the library too. He's been making a show for that long.
Whoa.
I want to see his early stuff. We gotta make sure we can get a hold of that. I think he got all of his stuff backed up at his house, but I don't know where else that is.
Let's get his stuff and let's put it on. Let's do a retrospective for him. That's it.
Oh, dude, you know what? There's even the tape of his wedding too.
Wow. Yeah, we should make a documentary about him.
We should make a documentary. Oh, I was about to say that. Yeah, we should make a documentary about John Horseman.
Yeah, we should have done this a lot before he was dead, maybe, but now he's dead. But I guess that's when you do the documentary, though. We can play it at his funeral.
Yeah. Oh, good idea. Yeah.
Man, John, that's too bad. How he was pretty old. He was like 70, right? Or was he that old?
Oh yeah, I think 60s, 70s, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I found more on this message, and apparently it wasn't in his house. He had it after doing a video shoot for the Rehoboth show.
Where? At TCTV?
No, at the church. He was helping out doing camera for the church.
Wow.
I want to see that episode of the Rehoboth show too, definitely.
Is it on the show?
I don't think it's on the show. I think it happened after the show.
Does he have an episode that hasn't aired yet?
John Horseman?
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, maybe there are, but I think they're on YouTube. Because he would give them to TCTV and they would schedule them far ahead, but he was pretty far ahead, so.
Wow. So he's gonna stay on TV for a while longer. We'll make sure those get on on TCTV. We'll make sure that happens too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He dedicated he put his whole life into trying to stop domestic violence and trying to help people.
Yeah. I mean, he had the right goals. I mean, he wasn't always the easiest to I think some people were freaked out by him, but he had a heart of gold and was always trying to help people.
Yep. Thanks, John Horseman, for a good life, and I watched you on TV for a lot of hours.
Yeah.
He's an inspiration to me, and that's why partially why we're doing this show is because his show. I mean, it's the same kind of format where he would just talk for the hour or for I don't know how long the show was, but he didn't seem like it was scripted, and I was like, yeah, if John Horseman can do a show like this, I think I can do a show too, John. So he's an inspiration to me, and what a good guy. He put a lot more towards helping people than a lot of people did.
Yeah. Well, and he had to use public access too. That's the cool thing too. I think that because it was also, therapeutic for him as well as help your story. So. Yeah. Oh, hey, dude, I got a call on the other line from Sean Downey.
All right, we'll get some tapes and we'll do a John Horseman episode later on. We'll watch some episodes from his past.
Okay, cool.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh man, John Horseman. That's too bad. He was on John Horseman was on the show one time when we were talking to Karen Rogers. John Horseman was here. Oh, too bad. You guys know John Horseman? He was the head of the other show. Mental Health Solutions.
Hello.
Hey, Lewis.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, we're getting another phone call. I'll call you back.
Okay.
Hello? Hello, caller?
Hey, Kenny with Logan.
Hey, Logan, you're on the show.
Yeah, I'm on the corner of Union and Capitol. How do I get up there?
On Union and Capitol. So you walk up one more, or wait, can you see the Children's Museum?
No, I'm by the subway.
Oh, okay. Walk forward one block, and then you turn right at the Children's Museum.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a ramp on the right, and then you go up the ramp, and then you can see the green awning. And then you go inside the green awning, and then it's the first door on the left.
Okay, cool.
But yell when you're at the green awning. I can hear you in the window. Oh, here it comes. So Logan's gonna come here. Okay, here, let's call Lewis back again.
Hello.
Okay, Lewis, how you doing again?
Pretty good. I finished putting the pants on.
What kind of pants you got?
What?
What kind of pants you wearing? Regular pants?
Yeah, some jeans. Mark just gave them to me. He said he got them at the food, or the clothing bank.
Whoa.
And then they're a little bit too small for him, so they kind of fit me. The length are a little bit too long now. They're all baggy and stuff.
Roll them up. Lewis, there's some bad news in public access today.
What's that?
John Horseman is dead.
What?
Yep.
Oh my God.
He had a heart attack.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So he's a public access staple, and he's dead now. I think all his viewers, I don't know if you guys are the same viewers are watching this show, but we have to go do his memorial and stuff.
Yeah, well, because he just taken off the air, so I wonder like how people are going to receive that information.
Yeah.
Are they going to announce something like on TCTV?
Oh yeah, I gotta go let Logan in. Wait, I'll be right. Hello? Yeah, Logan, I'm letting you in.
Alright.
Okay, Lewis, I gotta go let Logan in. You wanna talk for a minute here?
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I can't figure out something to talk about. Viewers, that's pretty shocking about. Well, I guess not exactly shocking, but it's unfortunate about John Horseman. Yeah, I don't know. Viewers from a couple days ago, maybe you saw earlier this week I lost my car in Seattle. There haven't
Lewis lost his
been
car.
Yeah. No updates on that, really.
Hey, Logan is here.
I tried calling again today, and it's not really any information. They don't have
Lewis lost his car in Seattle.
Lewis, how did you lose your car in Seattle?
What? Well, so I parked it in this neighborhood, and then I went and walked somewhere, and then I went back to the neighborhood, and I didn't remember exactly where I parked it, but I parked it like on, I remember one of the streets, and I like walked up and down that street, and basically I was like walking around for like a couple hours, and like after I was walking around, I met my friend who had a car, and we like drove up and down too, and just like couldn't find it. So I guess it got stolen. It's like I called all the impound lots in Seattle that day, and it wasn't in any of them. So I ended up filing a police report.
Are you sure you might have just not found it yet?
I mean, this was on Monday.
Oh. Oops.
It was like,
that was a while ago.
so I mean, I left Seattle on Monday and ended up getting a ride back. But I mean, like, there was like a very like the, one of the boundary neighborhoods is like the water, and then the other one was the highway. So it was like definitely in between these two things, and like I looked on every single street.
Oh, we're getting another phone call.
I don't know.
Oh, Lewis, we're getting another phone call. Thanks, bye. Hello? Hello? John?
Hey, are we hyper live?
Yes?
Dr. Dynamite.
So I heard the news about John.
Oh yeah, Logan, do you know John Horseman?
No, I don't.
He was a guy. He was on public access for a long time. As long as I can remember, I've been watching him since he was a little kid. Since I was a little kid, anyway, not him, since he was a little kid, but he died.
Okay, I say something about him.
Yes.
John was one of the nicest, kindest men I know. And you know what? Some people were very afraid of him because he was a little strange looking.
Yeah.
But he was the most gentle person I knew. And he was very nice, and we're going to miss him a lot.
His show was so good, too.
His show was very good. I'm glad that we have a lot of a video of him to remember him by. But it's very sad.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a memorial video for him, retrospective of his career on TCTV.
That would be great.
I'm gonna try to get some of that footage and stuff, and I'm gonna go to his funeral. I think we're gonna report from his funeral on the show and stuff too, because he was.
Yeah. Do you know about a memorial?
No, but we're gonna have one on the program. We're gonna do a special memorial for him.
That's great. Do you know how he passed away?
Apparently, he had a heart attack. That's what Freddie said.
All right. So tomorrow I'm going to be on the show.
On Sunday?
No, I'm sorry. In 2 days I'm going to be on the show.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing today?
Well, Logan just got here. He's never been on the show before, but we're getting a lot of phone calls.
All right. Are you enjoying it so far, man?
I am enjoying the show. It's super fun.
He just got here.
I got here like a minute ago.
Yeah. It's all right. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, Sean, I guess we'll talk to you on Sunday.
All right. See you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Hey, Louis, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, hey, you gonna come here tomorrow?
Yeah.
At like 2?
Yeah.
Or wait, actually, how about at night? Can you do it tomorrow night?
I can probably do that. What
'Cause-
time at night?
Like 8 or 9?
Yeah, I don't think I really have any plans, so.
Okay. Because I was supposed to go to I had to go visit my grandma. I thought, hi grandma, she watches the show.
Hey, can you scream?
Hey, Kenny's grandma.
So I'm gonna go over there in the daytime, but then at nighttime, and then I gotta go work. So we're gonna do it at nighttime.
Okay.
Louis, did you watch John Horseman's show?
I mean, I've seen it a couple times. I still don't have a TV hooked up at my house.
I saw a couple of the episodes. I want to put those old episodes on YouTube and stuff.
What was the show about?
Well, he talked about his show is called Mental Health Solutions, and he kind of did the same thing as he's an inspiration to me because it seems like he would just sit down in front of the camera and talk, but he didn't have any phone calls, and he didn't have any guests, and he was very repetitive, and he would say like he had some mental health I guess problems because his show's called Mental Health Solutions, so he's a little bit mental health something. I don't know what it was exactly, but his wife was schizophrenic, and then one time he had an episode where he hit her back, and then he got in trouble, and then he went to some like training courses and stuff, but he was against the domestic violence after that. So he's trying to teach everybody that domestic violence is wrong, and he wanted to use the lessons that he learned in his life and tell other people about it. But he would like sit down in front of the camera like once a week and just kind of say the same thing
How long did he do that for?
for like years, for like
Oh, wow.
like over 10 years, more than that, since probably over 20, maybe before he was even at when TCTV was at the library. So it's probably
Okay.
at least like 15 years ago or more. And his show was very repetitive, but he had a pretty hard life, and he would talk about it. And that was his show. But I'm gonna watch it. You should go watch some of his old episodes. Oh, time for a commercial break. Well, Lewis, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Alright. See you
All right,
tomorrow.
bye-bye.
at 8.
Oh, uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, we're back.
That's a pretty cool ad.
Yeah, Logan, how are you doing?
Doing okay. I didn't remember that I was going to do this until you called me. I forgot
Yeah.
that I had asked to be on the show.
It was a pretty crazy day at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you know, big since I was crazy about going on the show.
So you've ever watched the show before?
Yeah, I've watched the show.
You watch on YouTube?
Yeah, usually I just like pick an episode and then kind of skip through it.
Yeah.
To different parts.
Do you have TV?
No, I just have the internet.
Internet. You like McDonald's?
I do like McDonald's. They have the new McRib, or it's just the old McRib, but they brought it back. So I've been eating those.
You've been eating the McRibs? What's your favorite chicken nugget sauce?
Sweet and sour.
You think the McRib? You think it has a special barbecue sauce? I don't know if it's just the barbecue sauce.
I think it's different than the regular barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Because I think the regular barbecue sauce is more thick and tangy, and the McRib's more just kind of, I don't know, saucy, I guess.
Yeah. Man, I'm still thinking about John Horseman. I'm gonna get the tapes from him.
When did he die?
I don't know. Apparently it was recently. I just heard about it today, right before you got here. And he was on the show one time. But I don't want to tell everybody. Kind of call other people and tell them he passed away. But maybe we'll. I don't know. We'll do the memorial episode for him sometime in the future. Well, have you seen anybody use a fire extinguisher, Logan?
Have I seen anyone use a fire extinguisher?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen someone use a fire extinguisher. I've used a fire extinguisher.
Oh yeah.
Before, yeah.
To put out a fire?
Yeah, I started a grease fire once in my house. I was trying to make donuts and started a fire, so I used a fire extinguisher.
You were deep frying?
Yeah.
Whoa, did it catch on fire, the whole oil?
Well, I screwed up because I didn't know how to do it, so I filled up like a whole kettle with like one of those big things of canola oil. But I guess you just needed like a half an inch or so, but I just filled up the whole thing, and then it like spilled and started a fire. It was really intense.
Was it scary? Because you did try to put out with water and it didn't work or something? Or?
Well, I knew you weren't supposed to put it out with water, because that's what they tell you, but I think it was scary just getting to the point of using a fire extinguisher. I don't know.
And you had one in your house, though?
Yeah.
That's lucky. And you got to pull the ring and stuff? And
You have to pull the ring and you point a little nozzle.
was it hard to clean?
Not really. I mean, you just kind of have to wipe it down. I don't know, maybe there's like something you're supposed to clean it up with more than what I did, but it's kind of too difficult.
Was it smelly? You think it was too much chemicals or something? Or is
It
it?
doesn't really smell. I mean, you just kind of smell like oil because I use so much oil. And then I didn't know what to do with the oil
You gotta
afterwards.
put your mic. Yeah.
Oh, is this better?
Yeah.
Then I didn't know what to do with the oil afterwards because you're not supposed to dump it down the drain, so I just dumped it in the garden.
Yeah.
So
Seems like it'd be that may help the garden, but maybe not. I don't know.
some people keep it in jars and stuff. I don't know if they use it for later.
Yeah, they put it back in the thing. Put it back in their food.
Have you ever seen the people who, like, when they cook bacon, they keep the lard, and then they, like, reuse it to cook, and they just put, like, the liquid lard in the jar, and then they, like, go back and use it. And they put, like,
They use it for other things to cook
yeah,
it?
they reuse it, so they don't throw it away, they just put it in a jar, and it, like, solidifies, and then they use that instead of, like, butter for things.
No, I've never seen that. Seems kind of gross.
It's pretty gross.
It tastes everything that tastes like bacon, though. I guess that might be tasty, but if it stays good, that seems like it's, like, resourceful.
It's just kind of, I don't know, I think it's gross to think about to have, like, solidified fat on your counter.
Yeah.
You have to look at it all the time.
Animal fat.
And animal fat's cool, but not as like a display piece.
Yeah, that's weird. I think I should turn on the light. It's getting dark in
Yeah,
here.
it is really dumb.
The lights are going down. Here, I'm gonna go turn on the light.
Alright.
You gotta talk for a minute here, or I'm gonna go get the lights. I don't know what to talk about.
Okay, I know what to talk about. Give me a topic. Well, Kenny's turning on the light right now. We can talk about lights. I've been thinking about switching over my lights in my apartment to those like fancy lights that last a really long time. But
The spiral lights or the LED lights?
the spiral lights.
Yeah.
But I don't like the color they make. I think it's really like harsh color.
Do you have to pay for electricity in your place there?
Yeah, I do. But it's cool.
You might want to switch over. I want to get LED lights. Have you seen those?
Mm-mm.
They're the new ones. They're better than. They're like $30 a bulb though.
Yeah.
But they,
Is the lighting gross on them?
I think it's nice. It's like a.
It's like yellowish.
No, it's white. It's like
Uh-huh.
blue, a little bluish almost.
Oh, that sounds gross.
It's calming.
It's like a hospital though.
It's kind of like a hospital. But it's nice. It's like the digital lights, and they just put a bunch of them in a bulb.
You could just throw like a lampshade on that bad boy and you'd be good to go.
Yeah, that seems like a good one. I think they're better than those twisty lights, but they're like $35. But I want to get one kind of. So
I heard those twisty lights aren't good if they break. They like break and they're supposed to hurt you or something.
with chemicals.
Yeah. But I mean, it's probably not that bad.
What's it? I don't even know what's in there. Is that
Yeah, I think it's like mercury.
mercury?
But I mean, whatever.
It's like kind of like these neon lights. That's what we got.
Yeah.
These office lights.
Those are pretty nice lights.
Because we're in a professional building. Here, let's call this McDonald's.
Where are you coming, McDonald's? From?
Let's call them from Pennsylvania. Turn.
What do you say to them?
Ask them what kind of pies. Ask them about their pies. See if they got the pumpkin pies or the holiday pies.
You should call one in the South, because I was in the South one time and they have McLobster.
Lobsters.
I'll talk about the pies first, though.
What state is that? Is that for McLobster? Really?
Ken, Jacob speaking. May I help you?
Hey, McDonald's. Do you guys have those pumpkin pies right now?
No, we don't.
What kind of pies you guys got right now?
We have custard and apple.
Say custard.
Custard.
What kind of custard?
I'm sorry?
What's the custard? What's in the custard?
It's a custard pie. It's a holiday custard pie.
What's the custard, like pudding?
Kinda. Have you ever had a Boston cream donut?
I don't know.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just a sweet, like, white filling.
Like cream?
Yeah, kinda.
Have you had that?
Yeah.
Is that weird? It seems like it'd be weird.
I mean, they're good. If you want to come get them, they're $2 for $1.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Holiday pies.
Custard pies? I don't get it.
Yeah, what's a
Well,
custard
because
pie?
like the McDonald's pies, they have those like things that go over them.
Yeah.
So I don't think they would be good for custard. I think the guy was lying to you.
Seems the custard would spill out. Yeah. He's just lying. You see the McLobster for real? Is that in the South?
It was like a long time ago, and it wasn't. It's not real lobster. It's like, you know how they have like fake fish.
Yeah. They have fake fish?
Yeah, like McDonald's, they have like those fish fillets that, you know.
They're not real fish?
Well, they're probably real fish, but the McLobster wasn't real lobster.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just like, you know how, like fake crab. Like they have that crab with the fish.
Was it a sandwich?
Yeah.
Lobster sandwich from Louisiana. We'll call them and ask them if they have that.
Probably discontinued.
That's weird. I think I heard about that kind of, but like a long time ago, but I thought it was completely fake.
Good afternoon, McDonald's. May I help you today?
Hey, do you guys have the McLobsters?
No, we don't.
Do you know if you're ever gonna get those back?
You say, do we have McRib?
Lobster.
No, we don't sell it.
No.
Never did.
I heard those there a while ago, but I wanted to get it so we can come back.
Oh, okay. We don't have that, sir.
Well, you guys have the pumpkin pies?
No, we have sweet potato and we have the holiday pie.
Oh, sweet potato pies, huh? What's in those holiday pies?
The holiday pie is it's like one of those confetti, you know, the little cupcakes with the confetti in it.
The confetti?
Yeah, like the little vanilla cupcakes with the sprinkles and stuff in it.
Yeah.
That's the holiday pie.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
That lady was a lot better at explaining it. I kind of get that idea now.
It's like a it's like a hostess. Yeah.
Does it have the confetti in them though?
What is the confetti?
You notice that they had a different pie though, depending because they had sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, yeah.
And where were they from?
Louisiana.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they have sweet potato pies in the South.
McDonald's really diversified.
Yeah. I guess I want to try those holiday pies. I don't know about that. The custard seems kind of weird.
Yeah, $2 for $1, so like,
yeah.
can't go too wrong.
You try it out. It's not that much to try it. Hey, you see anything on the streets lately? Anything? Any interesting things
No, not really. On the streets?
on the streets?
I don't know.
People are yelling.
Well, people always yell, but I guess it's gotten colder, so they don't yell as much.
Yeah.
Maybe people are like in holiday moods too, so they don't want to fight on the streets at 4 a.m. as much.
Do you see any? I didn't see any Black Friday stuff. That one kind of. I don't know if anybody saw any of that.
I didn't. I was actually thinking about going to the mall today, but then I remember this Black Friday, so I don't want to go. I don't know.
What did you want to get?
I don't know. I kind of just wanted to walk around. There's that new teriyaki place in the mall that's really good, so I like going there.
The sushi place at Teriyaki or?
No, not this. That place closed down.
Oh, what's the new teriyaki place called?
It's called like Teriyaki Japan or something.
Oh, it's in the food court.
Yeah, it's in the food court. It's where Hot Dog and a Stick used to be.
Oh, Hot Dog and a Stick is gone.
Yeah, I used to work there.
What?
Yeah, I used to work at Hot Dog and a Stick.
Do you have the hats and stuff still, or?
I don't have a hat. I took a shirt though. I still have a shirt, but it has a big grease stain on the front, so it's not really that cool.
What happened? Did they take the hats back, or you just lose it?
Yeah, they took the hat.
Huh? Oh, Freddy's out there, I guess. Can you let him in, or
I'll go let him in.
leave your drink here. Very, Logan's gonna let Freddy in. I guess he's here. Hot Dog and a Stick. They had those crazy hats. I think they're beanie or like fez. Yeah. It was like a hat, like a little cartoon character. And then they, spun around every house. Everyone went to that, but that's pretty crazy that they're closed down. So I think that was Freddy. I think Freddy's showing up here now. If he's gonna make it in. So, well, we are halfway through the program. It's Saturday now. Is it Freddy? Oh. You don't know? You don't know who this guy is? It's, yeah, so they have those hats. And those funny hats. I wonder if the whole place closed down. Hey.
Well, it closed down because it never made any money.
Yeah.
I worked there one time for like 4 hours and I made $9.
9?
Yeah.
Who would ever go? Yeah, who would get those hot dogs? They were gross.
They were like $5.50 too, like for a corn dog.
What? And it was gross too.
Yeah, but I don't know about the quality. They were good, but not for that much money.
Those cheese. You ever tried those cheese dogs? Those were nasty.
Yeah, those were really gross. They always for some reason brought up images of like gross things, I guess.
Yeah.
But some people love that stuff.
I want to get some of those hats though. I always just like seeing those hats. If people at the hot dog and the stick stand, they just wore the hats and they did a dance and they said like, "Give me a quarter, I'm wearing this funny hat." They might make more. They might make more money.
I do this creepy thing.
You'd give them a quarter?
Yeah, maybe. They're like, "Look at this hat, it's crazy." Whoa!
I do this creepy thing where like every hour you have to smash lemons and make lemonade, but you have to like make a big deal out of it so people watch you.
Oh, wow. Dramatize it.
It was pretty demeaning, but like it was chill at the same time, so it's cool.
And they pay you minimum wage, right?
Yeah.
Today, and they make you dance around.
Yeah,
The other place in the mall, I think it closed down too. They had the place called Johnny Rockets,
Yeah,
and
Johnny Rockets does.
they would have to dance too. So if you just like sit in the food court, you could watch them dance every once in a while.
Well, they weren't in the food court though. They were by the movie theater.
Do you think
Oh,
Do
yeah.
they dance?
They danced
Do
every
they
once
have,
in a while.
do they have like cutesy yell things?
Yeah,
or,
when
like,
they got
someplace
tips.
Oh god.
And at
That's
the other place,
embarrassing.
the ice cream place, like, oh yeah, every place that has dances has closed down in town.
Dances don't sell.
Not Olympia. They don't like them, I guess.
I wonder if you have to train people to do the dances too.
Yeah.
So you like get a minimum wage job and then they have to like train you.
But there was this ice cream place, and every time you gave them
The like Cold Stone knockoff place.
anytime you give them any kind of change,
Yogurt.
any kind of change, they would have to do the dance. So you could like give them pennies at a time.
What?
And then they would do the dance because they would just hear the thing, and like every time you put any change in, they would be like ding. And they do the dance, so that you could just like put a penny
That's
in there.
cheap entertainment.
Then you wait again, you put another penny in there, and
Like-
people are like, oh.
You get like a roll of pennies and have like 5 hours of fun.
And they're not having a good time because they're not getting paid that much, and they're forced to dance by the corporations.
Today I went to eat with my dad at Sizzler, the like,
Ooh,
steakhouse
what?
place, you know.
Sizzler is bad.
It was good steak,
It's so
but
salty.
yeah,
It was good steak. Last time I went there, it was so bad, but I haven't been there in like 10 years.
I mean it was fine. I don't know much about steak, I guess, but whenever my dad likes to go there, and whenever we go there, the waiters always act exactly the same, and they're just like really over enthusiastic about everything and make jokes like every time they come to the table.
Whoa.
Like, and different ones, but they all have like the same almost like shtick kind of thing.
They teach you
Probably
shit.
if you worked at Sizzler, you'd be that happy as well.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I was like, are you guys really this happy?
Do they have magicians there? I heard that like Sizzler sometimes on like Fridays and Saturdays has magicians and stuff.
On Wednesday, apparently they have a balloon guy
Whoa.
who makes
That's pretty
balloon
exciting.
stuff.
Honestly, the balloon guy. So, what about? I want to hear more about John Horseman. I guess you just heard about that today.
Yeah, I just plugged my computer in and it was checked my Facebook and I had messages about it.
And so that was just they just figured out. So TCD is gonna have some kind of thing, right?
Yeah. So I think something in Studio A, like Deb and Vaughn are both bummed and sad and want to do something nice for him.
Is he still on TV right now, or because he got
there
kind
was
of
whole
got that
thing with
controversy?
the controversy where he named some places and addresses and stuff, and it
Yeah.
got weird. So I think that actually his show might not be on right now because it got pulled.
Yeah, we gotta get it back, I guess, for the last ones.
Yeah.
Just bleep, we'll bleep him, I
Yeah,
guess, if
that's a
it
good
comes
idea.
down to it. We gotta show his last episodes, though. Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
He had a pretty wild life. We're gonna try to figure out to write a whole story, see if we can figure it out.
Make a documentary. I'm really excited about that because he had, he has all the interesting drama of like love and mental illness, and it's very interesting. Also, Debs told me stories about him when he first came to TCTV, and he had his own talk show. It was still Mental Health Solutions, but he had in guests and interviewed people, and then he started going crazy.
He started going crazy with the guests, and he had to do the show by himself.
Well, he just not crazy. That's a bad way to say it, but he, I don't know. He got less social about it, and like started it just being him talking about his own issues and stuff.
Whoa, I want to see those old ones. Yeah. Well, let's see what else. What's going on now? It's Thanksgiving is over. We're into December now.
Black Friday. You get any Black Friday calls?
No.
No. It's too bad.
Nobody really does Black Friday that I can think of. I tried to talk to everybody about Black Friday, and they don't know.
I got someone who did Black Friday. Who could care?
I want to look at the things. There's nothing I really wanted to buy this year. I kind of want, get the TVs.
This guy also is into VHS stuff.
He knows about Black Friday though.
Yeah, they're gonna make a Black Friday music video.
Whoa. Oh, I think Mark went there. We called Mark, ask him about Black Friday. I saw something on the internet about some little bit of Walmart riots.
Oh, did you hear that lady who pepper sprayed everyone?
No, where?
At Walmart.
Your call
Where?
has been forwarded to an
she,
automatic voice message system.
Christopher Bechtel.
Hey, Krista, it's Freddie. I was calling to see how the music video went. I'm on Your Daily Hour with me right now. We're hyper live on TV, and just wanted to see how Black Friday went for you guys. If you actually got up at 4 a.m. and shot something, and if it was crazy and what the crowds were like. So give us a call back. We've got about 20 minutes left on the show.
Maybe a little more. Yeah, maybe 20 minutes. Well, what happened?
Okay, so this lady in Walmart was just trying to get to like the electronics section, but like everyone was crowding around, so she just like pepper sprayed a bunch of people.
Whoa.
And, like 20 people had to go to the hospital because of it.
What?
Yeah.
She got arrested?
Yeah, she got arrested.
Where was that in the country?
I don't know where it was. It was on Yahoo News.
Whoa.
You could look it up, but that was crazy.
Look out.
But I guess they left the store open because people wouldn't leave.
Even though there was like pepper spray in the air and stuff. Wow. Yeah, I heard that some of the Walmarts were just. Oh, commercial break.
All of our time immersed in the internet. Our computer monitor becomes an extension of our consciousness.
Our computer monitor becomes an extension of our consciousness.
We act like it's not true, but it is. You start to realize it becomes harder and harder to function.
YDHWM, YDHWM, every night, 11:30 p.m.
Let's hear the letters of the title of the show that makes your life
YDHWM.
YDHWM.
YDHWM. Every night, 11:30 p.m.
Your daily hour with me.
Hey.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, let's call him Mark. He was at Black Friday. He plays music at Black Friday.
Oh,
Somewhere.
cool. So they hired a band. They hired Laser Zeppelin.
Yeah, we'll find out. Here, if he answers. They were comparing it, yeah. Lots of very
Hello.
Hey, Mark, it's the program.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good.
Hey, Mark.
How's the Black Friday?
Oh, pretty good. Well, Best Buy was more of it was Bus Buy. I only lasted an hour over there.
Busk by?
Bust.
Butt
Yeah, it was a bust.
Bust.
What were you doing there?
I was doing some caroling, had my little boot out for tips.
Nice.
Did you see any mobs or anything, any pushing?
Now I got out there too late for that.
Oh. What time did you start out there?
I was only there from like maybe 12:30 to like 1:45.
Oh, and like in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But it was still like hopping and a lot of stuff, a lot of people going on.
Yeah, there were people coming in and out. It was pretty steady.
I wanna. Do you know anybody who goes into the mob for the mob? I don't know any. I was trying to figure out who would be in there at 4 a.m. to see the mobs.
I can't think of anybody, but you never know. Somebody might have heard about a certain deal that they just had to get their paws on.
Yeah. Well, did you have a good Thanksgiving there, Mark?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Went over to Andrew and Evan's house and cooked some stuff up. Lewis was there, and we pretty much made a Thanksgiving dinner with all the trimmings, although we didn't hit the desserts part. Nobody made any like pumpkin pie or anything.
Yeah.
We had, the green bean casserole, the stuffing. Lewis made like some kind of macaroni and cheese dish.
Macaroni and cheese is good.
And the canned yams. There's still a whole pan of them that we didn't get to.
Mark, do you know John Horseman? Have you ever seen his show?
Jonathan Richmond?
Horseman.
Horseman. I just heard about Horseman.
He died.
Yeah, I just heard about that.
Oh, you heard about it too?
How'd you hear about that?
How'd I hear about it? Well, who else have you told recently?
We told Freddie, and we told Lewis. Oh, you probably heard about it from Lewis, huh?
I heard about it from Lewis.
Yeah, we just called him. Like, you're in the same house as Lewis, that's why.
I was standing right next to him.
Oh, all right.
Now I'm riding my bike down Bethel Street. It's really dangerous.
Oh man, you should probably get off the phone.
On the Miller. I should be okay. I'm on it. I turned off Bethel.
All right.
There's hardly any cars around here.
I think you should get off the phone if you're on a bike.
I usually ride no hands anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the way to ride, man. That's good.
Because my hands get cold.
Yeah, it feels like you're flying when you do that.
So
totally.
Looks like we're going to the Voyeur on the 14th.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Who all is going to be on that show?
I don't know yet. We have 14 days to figure it out.
Should we do it? Should we film the show right at 11:30?
You want to do it that late?
No, I want to do it earlier. Maybe let's do it at 10:30.
10:30?
And then watch the episode.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I was thinking.
Logan, you go to you like
I'll
the bars.
put that on the calendar.
Wait, you're doing a show.
We're gonna go at the Voyeur.
What day is that?
On December 14th.
Is there a show or something?
Wednesday.
Is that a Wednesday?
It's a Wednesday. That is the show. The show is our show.
Oh, the show. The show. Okay.
Yeah, this show at the Voyeur.
Oh, that's
this
cool.
show is at the Voyeur on the 14th.
That should be exciting.
That'll go happen. And yeah, Logan's a bar guy. So
come out.
I'll come out and I'll see the show.
Yeah. All right, Mark. Thanks. I guess we'll talk to you later.
All right. See you later.
Bye bye. Yeah,
I'll
so
bring the security cam for that one. We can walk all the way through the bar or whatever.
Yeah.
It's on a really long cable, and it can be used as a mic.
we were just talking to Mark, and they're in the same place. We called Lewis and Mark in the same house. They're trying to spread out the words about this stuff, but that happened. Yeah, so I don't get those. How long had John Horseman been doing that show? Like,
I mean,
at least 10 years, right?
At least maybe 15 years at least.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when did TCT move into that building?
That's a good question. I think that was. Let's see. It had to have been a while ago. Like
I was saying about 15 years,
15
but
years, yeah.
I was trying to get maybe I think it's probably been longer than 15
Maybe,
years.
yeah, that's definitely a.
Are there archives of
Small
his tapes
estimate.
though somewhere? Maybe TCT has them, or
I don't think so.
Maybe
I
he
found
has
some.
them.
I think he has them. That's
Like-
the thing. We need to find. That's where we're gonna have to start making the difficult phone calls. Is we're probably gonna have to get those tapes.
find the tapes. I think we should archive it. I mean,
Yeah, we should. I think we should get them on the internet. Too.
I don't know how long that would take, but I want to start getting start digitizing this stuff. Somebody needs to do that. And I don't know. He didn't know too many other TCTV people, so that's a sad day. But he was on the show one time with Karen Rogers for like a minute.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. He's
So-
talked on the show a couple times too. We should
Yeah.
find those clips.
And he's just an inspiration.
And his cat. He loved his cat so much.
Yeah.
Lizzie.
We'll have to do, I think coming up here maybe we have a pretty big schedule, but maybe in sometime in the end of December, maybe for Christmas or something, we'll do a John Horseman retrospective and show some of his clips from the past and things like that, and call people who knew.
Yeah.
So we have about the other one's moving. That's why I was like, oh, the timer's not moving. We have about
59 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
We have about 12 minutes.
2 frames left.
12 minutes on the show. I'm gonna get down to it. Logan, you from Washington?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I grew up in Ellensburg.
Ellensburg. Should we call another McDonald's
Yeah, I used to work at the Wendy's there.
in Ellensburg? You think they're still there? You think you still know people there?
No, I didn't really know people when I worked there, so I don't think I.
Think someone's outside?
I think it's the people, the office people, possibly, or
Yeah.
could be somebody else. We were gonna call Wendy's in Ellensburg.
What are you gonna say to them?
I don't know. What do they have at Wendy's?
I don't know.
Do they have any new frosty flavors?
Do they have any holiday specials?
Well, they got the vanilla, but that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I don't think Wendy's really does that much. That's why they're not. I don't want to call them as much. I think McDonald's,
Yeah, just call them McDonald's.
just keep
Well,
just
call
go
that
back.
other one. See if we can find the one in Ellensburg. That'd be fun.
Oh, this is that one. Oh, I did it, but I think
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
Google's saying snap. Okay, I think this is. I'm not sure. Was this the Wendy's or the McDonald's?
We're gonna
About
find
the
out.
pies.
McDonald's?
Ask about the pies.
I think I might be calling the same McDonald's. No, this is the Wendy's. I think, or no, I might be calling the same McDonald's twice.
Oh, damn.
Oh, snap!
Oh, snap.
It messed up again. Well, that's too bad.
Hmm.
Well, hey, Logan, you ever been attacked by a wild animal?
Have I been attacked by a wild animal?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I can remember, no.
That's good.
Have you?
No.
Oh.
I just try to ask people stuff like that.
An animal? No, I'm not a wild animal. Like a dog.
Dog.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool to be attacked
Cat.
by a wild animal, though.
I was attacked by a cat over Thanksgiving Day.
Did it hurt you? A little bit?
A little bit.
You draw blood?
Yeah, a little bit. I
Really?
think it's healed up pretty good though.
I really don't like cats.
I love
I
them.
think I have like a phobia of them.
Oh
They
no.
scare me. Not
Yeah.
like that bad, but I don't know.
Cats, I like them, but this one cat it's Cedar's cat from home. It when you pet it, at first it's like, oh nice, it likes being petted, and then all of a sudden it'll just like I don't know, switch gets
It'll
flipped
turn.
and it's like rah, and it's like, and then it'll start hissing at you if you keep trying to pet it. And
Oh, man.
That's scary.
it's got attitude.
Gotta look out.
So you've been in Olympia for a while?
Yeah, I've been here for like 5 years.
Oh, cool. What are some of your favorite places in Olympia?
My favorite place. I really like the Capitol building. I feel like people don't go there enough. Like, I don't know. It's fun to walk around in.
Yeah, everything's big. I just rode through there to get down.
Everything's really big, yeah. Besides the Capitol building, like, in terms of what? Just
Like, what about free stuff? Like, your favorite thing to just, like,
well,
it's
Capitol
free?
building's free. I like those train tracks that go under the bridge.
Yeah.
4th and 5th Ave Bridge. That's cool.
What do you think about that park that is there now instead? There used to be all that, like, waste, right? Or just the
It was
concrete
like
stuff.
an abandoned lot type of thing. The park's nice. I don't know if anyone uses it.
Oh, on the west side?
Yeah.
I like the lots.
You like the lots
I
better?
like the lots better. I'm not happy about the park. But
well, and now that the park's there, a lot more people walk those tracks too.
yeah. I used to walk the. I mean, I guess I wasn't supposed to go down there, but I would go down there when you weren't supposed to go down there, and then you're like, oh, I'm sneaking around.
Have you ever walked through that, like, I don't know what it's called, but it's that trail that goes up the hill by that park? There's some weird trail that goes up.
Yeah, the one that goes through the
Oh,
neighborhood,
what's that
the
called?
Garfield Trail.
or something.
Yeah, that trail's
Yeah, the Garfield Trail is nice. It's like a forest
Yeah, that
in the middle of the
cool.
neighborhood.
Exactly, yeah. It, like, cuts right through the middle of the whole
Yeah.
neighborhood.
That's what the whole
Forest.
world would look like if it wasn't for growing things, you know.
Besides the trails and the signs.
Yeah, this whole place would be all woods and stuff, but we cut it all down. Yeah, let's call this Wendy's in Ellensburg. I don't think. Oh, please enter a valid number. Invalid number.
You put too many digits. What are you gonna ask them?
I guess I want to ask them if they have any holiday things. I don't think they do at Wendy's. I'm gonna try to call Angie again too. We're trying to find this an intern.
What?
We're looking for interns.
We want an
Are you looking for
intern.
an intern?
Good for you.
Hey, Wendy's.
Yes?
Do you guys have any holiday themed things right now?
What?
Do you guys have any holiday themed things?
Holiday theme?
Yeah, like eggnog flavor or something?
No.
Nothing like that? Well, a pumpkin.
What was that?
No, like pumpkin pie or eggnog. You guys don't do any holiday flavor things?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you know if you're gonna do anything until like this year?
What?
You know if you're gonna get any holiday themed things in this year?
Are we getting any holiday drinks? Hey! Hey! Are we getting a holiday drink? Holiday drink. What? Or holiday anything?
Anything?
The only thing we have like holiday are toys. Like presents. We have kids meal toys, but they only come in the
Oh, what's that?
can't buy them separately. They just look like presents. They look like presents, so we don't really know what's in them.
Whoa. But they're for kids.
What?
I was looking for more like flavors, like holiday flavors, not just toys.
What is it? No, we don't have any holiday flavors.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right.
Man, Wendy's suck.
that was pretty good. They usually don't.
They stayed on for
They
a long
they
time.
really tried to work it out.
Yeah, when
I
your
wonder
McDonald's
what's in
hang
the
up.
presents.
Yeah, they're just
You ever
presents.
get hung up on really quickly?
Yeah, sometimes I ask them very regular things, and then they just hang up.
Well, I think, like, I don't know. Because, I mean, when I used to work at Wendy's, you get prank calls all the time, but you can, like, clearly tell it's a prank call, but yours don't really sound like prank calls.
Oh, they get prank calls all the time?
Yeah, I mean, you just get, like, kids who call and, like, giggle and stuff.
Well, they just call and they don't say anything?
No, they giggle and then they say, like, fart or something.
From little
It's
kids.
pretty funny from their...
Yeah, they try to order a pizza or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe these places do get a lot of prank calls.
But, I mean, I don't know. You have valid questions.
I'm not calling prank call. I'm trying to find out how people are talking and listening to their voices and stuff.
And what's happening all over the world, too.
Yeah, we're trying to, like...
we found out today that the McDonald's in Louisiana had sweet potato pie.
Oh, yeah.
Where the one in Philadelphia did not.
Oh.
So it's like the regional type of thing.
I want one of those.
Sweet potato pie would be good. at McDonald's.
Yeah, I want to try sweet potato pie, because the pumpkin pies, they weren't too good.
Did you have one?
They had the pumpkin pies in Olympia.
Are they like in the like apple turnover pie form?
Yeah, it's the same, but it's got pumpkin in there. It was like
soft pumpkin.
It's kind of
inside.
dry, which is weird for pumpkin pie, which is supposed to be like kind of mushy. It is somehow dry. It's like pasty. or something was like you ate it and like stuck in your mouth, and
For 50 cents.
it's kind of weird.
What do you expect?
Well, the apple pies are really good though. I like the apple pies. I don't like the cherry pies that much either though,
No.
but the apple pies are the best.
I want to try one of those holiday custard frosting sprinkle pies.
Yeah, what is that? Cream pie?
I believe the second lady who explained it more than the first guy.
Yeah, well, the second lady said it was like there was confetti in there. Not confetti.
I feel like there's look. Can you look up a picture or something? Like I feel
The
like
McDonald's holiday pie in the picture on the internet.
a mixed
picture.
Mixed sprinkles in it.
Load that McJPEG.
Yeah, okay. We'll try to find a holiday pie. We don't have a clock cam right now. We gotta find. I mean, we'll hook it back up, but
Describe it with words.
yeah. See, you go holiday pie. It's all lots of holiday pies.
Well, you can't just type in
From
holiday
McDonald's.
pie and assume to get the McDonald's one.
Yeah. Well, anything else happening? Let's see. It's the end of the show. We have about 3 minutes left of the show. It's a big finale. Did you talk to your family? Oh, it does have confetti on it. That looks kind of crazy.
Oh, that looks gross.
Yeah.
That's
the bacon potato pie from
Why don't they
Japan.
have like
Bacon
the
potato
Why don't
pie.
they have like the wait the bacon potato pie?
It's in Japan.
Man, yeah, Japan always gets the best flavors.
You ever you call your family? You talk to your family for Thanksgiving, Logan?
Yeah, I did talk to them.
On the phone?
Yeah, I talked to them on the phone.
They said thanks.
Yeah, they thanked me for being born, and I told them you're welcome.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, they didn't really, but.
Well, end of the show. Thanks, John Horseman. Thanks for all your life's work. I really enjoyed your show the whole time. I watched it. I watched it on TV like a lot, and sometimes we got to talk to you and stuff. And Freddie, you worked with him a lot.
Yeah,
Set
I
up the
mean,
sets.
he was always devoted and excited. That was the most best part, was whenever he would come in to do his program, he'd just be really stoked to do it all the time. He's like, always said, ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll. So we're gonna put some of his shows on, and we're gonna maybe start showing some clips from the past shows from him. And one minute left. So thanks, yeah, John Horseman. So he died on Thanksgiving. Was it
What I
before?
heard was 2 days ago, but it was in quotes. I don't know what the quotes means, because we know if they, I don't know. Oh, well, maybe he had to go to the hospital first. I don't know. Yeah, 2 days ago.
Man.
And so 2 days ago would be like the day before Thanksgiving, right?
I guess we gotta go find him, or find out what happened. Go to his funeral, and we'll report back on that and stuff. Thanks, Logan. You want to come back on the show?
Oh yeah, I had a great time.
You want to come back in December?
Sure. When?
Well, how about on December 12th or 13th?
That's like a
Tuesday.
What time would you do it at?
Probably in the afternoon.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. Where's the pen? Where's the pen?
Oh,
Where's
hey,
the-
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Yeah, in the episode time, we gotta start putting up something like mural or something, or
You could have,
Christmas
like,
decorations.
Fancy stuff on it. That'd be cool.
Maybe when we come back from the voyeur.
December.
Oh yeah, that's the day before the voyeur.
Check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/KennySandwich. And on Facebook, we've got that. And at that, we have that too. Mail. November.
No, it said film. Oh, you.
Yeah, 25th.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Thanks, viewers. Thanks, Little Baby. Oh, TCTV first. Thanks, Little Baby. Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah. Thanks, John Horseman.
Thanks, John.
Bye-bye.